Hey everyone, in this video we are going to build a simple weight converter beautiful application like this where we can enter weight in kilograms and we can get output in either pounds, grams or ounces. The main concept to be covered in this video is we learn how to use different widgets like label, button and entry widget in GUI using Python programming. Before any ado, let's get started. The library which we are going to use over here is Tkinter. So we'll import Tkinter as Tk. What we'll do is first we'll create a window. So we'll create a variable name window equals to tk dot capital T k small. What is this now? The small tk is basically this alias which we are using over here. If I write ABC, I have to write ABC over here. It's that simple. And this one tk is basically a class inside tkinter which will help us to make a window. Now if I go ahead, I have to add a main loop so the program runs continuously. I'll write window.main loop, and if I execute, a small window which is by default size given to us, and the name of the window is tk. So first let's change the name of this window. We'll write window.title, and inside the double quote we'll give a name. We'll write weight converter. Okay, let's execute. As you can see, the window is too small and the name is too big, that's why it is overlapping. If I maximize, you can see weight converter written over here. Now what will be the grid system? So what I want to do is, this is the application, this one is the label, this is the entry, again label and three buttons. Okay, so first we'll create a simple label which says enter weight in kg equals to. We'll write entry label, this is just a variable name, equals to tk dot label L capital, and text will be enter weight in kg equals to. Now when I execute this program, there is no output because I have to place this label onto the window. There are two methods. One is the pack. So first we'll use pack, enter label dot pack. If I execute, you can see it is coming at the center of my window. So whenever you use a pack, any label, any widget, any type of widget will come at the center. What if I want to use it somewhere else? So instead of pack, we'll use grid system. So first of all, what is a grid system? So basically grid system consists of rows and columns. So by default, rows start with 0 and columns also start with 0. And the first widget will by default will go at 0, 0. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll write row equals to 0 and column equals to 0. Now if I execute, there will be no change because like I said, the first widget will be at 0, 0. There's no gap between the boundaries of the window, so let's add some padding over there. I'll write window dot config. Config stands for configuration. I'm changing the configuration over here. So padding of x equals to, let's change it by 30, and padding of y equals to 30. So it should give us some space. So what does padding do? Pad x means it will give padding by 30 pixels from left and 30 pixels from right. And pad y means it will give us padding from 30 pixels from top and 30 pixels from bottom. Next is the entry widget where we will put the entry. So what we can do is we can just write entry. Don't write entry label again because it is used over here. Equals to tk dot entry. Now there is no text written over here. We don't have to give any text like we gave in label, because there should be no text by default. User will enter is text. Now we'll write entry dot grid. I'll just copy this row and column because we are going to use it frequently. Now if I execute as it is, you will see I have my entry widget, but where is my label? It overlapped because the rows and columns are same. So entry widget will have row 0 and column 1. Row 0 and column 1. Next I want to add a kg over here. One more thing, you can change the size of this entry box just by writing width equals to, let's say I want to make it 5. Then now I want to just add a kg label, which is like this. I'll just show you a kg label so user can know that he is entering it in kg. Label equals to, you can copy this label directly, paste, and just keep kg with some space obviously. And for kg label, row will be 0 and column will be second. Now when we execute, so this is our first row is finished. Now we want one more label over, which will be default by 0, and when we click on pounds or grams or ounces, it will change accordingly. So that will be a result. So we'll create a variable name result equals to tk dot label, and text will be 0. Let's place it. So result dot grid. What will be grid? Row 1, column 1 for this label widget. So I'll copy this. So row will be 1 and column will be also 1. Let's execute 0. Now final is I want to add 3 buttons, which are pounds, grams and ounces. So let's create a P button. P button means pounds button. tk dot button be capital. What text you want to give to the button, like what name you want to give to the button? I want pounds. Let's place it. So p underscore button dot grid. What will be the row and column? This button will be row second and column 0. So row second, column 0. As simple as that. Okay, so it is clickable as you can see. We'll create 2 more buttons. Copy, paste. Next is G button. G button stands for gram buttons. Grams. This widget will have row second and column 1. Again paste. Last one is the ounce button. So O button. You have to always name the variable by which you can analyze that what will this variable do when you are debugging your program. Ounces. This will be column number second. Now when I execute, there is less space over here. So what we can do is, instead of column second, I can make it 3. Perfect. Now when I enter 4 kg, it should give me 4000 grams because 1 kg is 1000 grams. There is no output over here in any one of this. The result being is we have not gave a logic that what should happen when the button is clicked. We'll go at the top and we'll create a function. So for pounds, let's name it pounds. So what we'll do is, first we'll take the input from the entry widget and then we'll multiply it by the particular number. So to get the entry, first create a new variable called pound. Now kg can be in decimal also, so I'll take input in float. Now the entry is stored in entry obviously, so entry dot get. This get function will take the input from the entry widget, convert it into float and store it in pound. Now how much is 1 pound? 1 pound is equals to 2.20 kg. So my new pound will be equals to pound, which I have the input obviously, into 2.20. Now I want to change this result. I want to change this result, which is by 0. It should be the new output. So we'll change the configuration of result. Result dot config. Okay, so we'll change the text equals to new pound. Now when I execute, when I write 1 pound, now output again, because I have to call this function. So inside the P button next to this text we'll write command equals to pounds. Make sure you remove this extra brackets. Run. So 1 pound equals to 2.2. Alright. And 4 pounds equals to 8.8. So we are getting our output. We'll do it the same way for the grams. Okay. So grams, we are taking input. We'll store it in gram. It is new gram. Gram again. Now 1 gram is equals to, sorry, 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. So whatever we input get in kg, we are storing it in this variable, and we then will multiply that kg weight into 1000 and will change it to new gram. Let's execute, but don't forget to add command over here. What will be command? Name of your function, which is grams. Execute now. So 1 gram, sorry, 1 kg is 1000 grams. 4 kg is 4000 grams, and 41 kg is 41,000 grams. So it is running perfectly fine. Last but not least, we are left with ounces. Do you know how much is 1 ounce or 1 kg in ounce? So 1 kg in ounce is 35.27. Okay, so 1 kg is 35.27 ounces. Just change it to ounce. It's not compulsory you use the same variable which I am using over here. You can give any name you want which is easier for you. Just change it to, make sure you write the exact numbers. This number is basically universal numbers you will get anywhere on the Google, okay, or on your mobile calculator also. New ounce. We'll write over here command equals to ounces. So that's it. Our program is ready. Let's do a final run. Okay. So I am entering 5 kg. For example, 1 kg. So 1 kg is 2.22 pounds. 5 kg is 1000 grams, and let's say 8 kg is ounces. 282.16 ounces. You can cross check with the calculator, the answer will be exactly same. Now in the next video I'll show you all how to convert this program into an exe file, because when you make a beautiful program by yourself, obviously you don't want to share your code. You will share an exe file to your friends to show someone. In the next video I am going to teach you how to convert any program into exe file so you can share it with your friends and you can use it. Okay, thank you.